Bethesda's game design was outdated a decade ago. Let's see. Let's see how. I mean, shit. Starfield is based off what, Skyrim, Fallout 4 game design. That shit was like 6 years ago, 10 years ago type shit. Like, when the fuck did Skyrim come out? Hold up. Yeah, 2011, bro. That's like more than 10 years ago. That's like 12 years ago, bro. Running on 13 years ago. Like, I think that so like, since they had the success that they had using this fucking game design over and over again, like they use in Fallout 76, like they keep using this type of shit. They're thinking that people are gonna keep liking it, but this shit gets old, bruh. No cap, like this shit gets old as shit. Like, I feel like Starfield, that shit was made in like 2011. That shit would have blew everyone's socks off. Whoa, Starfield! But nigga, we already had like fucking 5 Starfields between that time. Not 5, but like fucking 3. Yeah, Skyrim, Fallout 4, Fallout 76. Like, come on, it's like the same formula basically. And we have fucking Fallout 3, goddamn, Fallout New Vegas, like the same type of, even Oblivion, Morrowind. Like, they've been keeping this kind of style for the entirety of their fucking company lifespan. It was good for the first like 15 years, but come on, man. Oh yeah, and I'll preface everything else I'm about to say by saying I've never played Starfield, but I've seen the gameplay, bruh. It doesn't look interesting. Like, nigga, I got Skyrim, I can play that shit. I'll play Skyrim, bruh. I'm not playing Starfield.
Wanted to love this troubled game so badly. And I stayed committed to this relationship for hours and hours and hours, ignoring every possible red flag that came my way. But I can't do it anymore.
The fuck is his name? Tom Howard or some? Todd Howard? That nigga's old. He's old. He's old, bro.
I feel like I have to make this video just purely for my own sanity. No, this one is for me, because this damn...
Also, what the fuck is that gaming setup?
Purely for...
Huh? Is that like on a fucking dinner table?
No, it's just purely for my own sanity.
That's
no, this
insane.
one is for me, because this
no way he actually plays like that, right?
Game changed me.
This guy must have like 13 PCs in his house, in like every room.
People often describe Bethesda games as Bethesda games, but what does that even mean? In 2011, I would have said open world action RPG where you could go anywhere.
Ooh, wait, hold on. That was a clean transition. Hold up. That shit was clean. Jakey, I'm not going to skip over that. That shit was clean, Jakey. Come on, bruh. That was clean as shit.
What does that even mean? In 2011, I would have said open world action RPG where you could go anywhere.
That was clean, bro. That was clean.
Good or evil, knight or wizard, but you're definitely going to be a sneak archer like every single time without fail. To me, it meant giant world with total player freedom to do what they wanted to do. Don't like someone?
Yeah, like I feel like a good, and I've only played Skyrim and Fallout 4, but I feel like a good Bethesda game consists of good NPC interactions, good side quests that are actually meaningful. Cool little places, little trinkets inside the world that you can explore, full of lore and shit. Like, it doesn't have to be the best gameplay ever, but it has to be an interesting world. And I feel like the shit that I've seen with Starfield, it wasn't interesting at all. It's kind of just bland.
Shoot him in the face. Want someone?
Hey, I've only seen like 20 hours of Starfield gameplay. Just watching one nigga play it, and I'm seeing like, okay.
First Betty game after convincing my dad that, nah, dude, it's not violent at all. You don't have to be violent. You could choose to be good and talk your way out of every situation. Which was total fucking bullcrap. Yes, these games might be RPGs, but they heavily lean on the action part of action RPG. Can you sometimes do quests non-violently? Definitely. But more often than not, your to-do list revolves around you killing people and things and spiders and ghouls, and there's usually not a whole lot of wiggle room around that part. A lot of the time, your choices are boiled down to, okay, so do you want to set him on fire first and then shoot him, or just do him raw? If you play Fallout New Vegas, made by Obsidian, those are some RPG-ass RPG choices, where I feel like the player has way more freedom to express themselves.
I like to play Fallout New Vegas. Like, I've heard so many good things about this game, but and I have it on my Steam. Like, I'm thinking of playing it one day, but probably not today.
Ethically, whatever.
Probably not this year.
But as much as I gush about New Vegas on this channel, there is something missing in this game when compared to Fallout 3. Atmosphere.
What?
I think Bethesda typically crushes that shit. Even though New Vegas is a much better game mechanically, Betty's world felt a lot more engrossing to explore. Even if a lot of the supposed freedom promised to the player is kind of an illusion. You know, you can't actually kill anyone if they're an essential NPC for a quest line, they just take a nap on the floor. Still, Bethesda does a really great job at making you feel like you're on this grand adventure.
And the soundtracks, dude, oh my god, the Skyrim soundtrack alone might be up there with Chrono Trigger for like the greatest video game score ever made.
Chrono Trigger is crazy. Hold up.
Living inside
huh?
of
Is that good? Goddamn. Hold up. I might need to play Chrono Trigger. Hold up.
blade made of suede. Oh my! People often give them a free pass when it comes to certain issues because, it's a Bethesda game. What are you gonna do? Issues such as dated melee combat and extremely dated gun combat, even for the time. Brain dead enemy AI, clunky UI, and
now, also for the melee
game.
combat,
what are you gonna do?
Skyrim, like I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna cap. You said Chrono Trigger, huh? I've never played it, but apparently it has a good ass soundtrack, so I gotta check that shit out.
Such as dated melee combat and extremely dated gun combat.
Skyrim fucking melee combat was pretty fun.
Even for the time. Brain dead enemy AI. Clunky
a lot of strategy, like you had to really bend that sword on the oh, okay, oh shit. Bah. Back up. Bah. Like it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna cap. Like,
that always have to be
I had dopamine playing that shit.
Optimization and performance issues. If any other AAA shooter had the same issues that Fallout 3 had, where the guns barely even functioned and cast bullets from their mouths like spells from a wizard's sleeve. In the game,
that's tough. Starfield has the same problem. Like the gun combat is terrible. Like nigga, you're aiming at a nigga right there, and it hits like over here. Like what the fuck is that shit? Come on, bruh. Come on. Like decades in the making, decades of just like making the engine the best that you can make it, formulating good plans, years of like, come on, bro, years of playtesting and shit. How you not make the combat good? How?
People would riot, but because these issues,
like I feel like fucking gun combat is so much more. What's the word for it? Like it's so much more important to make it good compared to melee combat. Like, okay, melee combat, okay, fuck. It's not really hitting them like that. It's melee combat, but gun combat, come on, bro. That shit has to be crisp every time. If it's not crisp, what are you doing?
Giant package, and the appeal is usually greater than a sum of its janky parts. People just kind of go, what are you gonna do?
It's a Bethesda game.
Which, sure, maybe in 2008, maybe some of this stuff.
That's what I'm saying too. My friend be saying, like, he says, like, you should expect jank. Like, why do I have to lower my expectations for a game? Why can't I expect good quality from Bethesda? This big ass studio that's been doing this shit for years. Like how much is the studio worth? How much is Bethesda games worth? $7.5 billion, nigga. And I can't get no jank in my bitch. Are you serious? Like indie games do it better than Bethesda when it comes to fucking running out hella jank. Indie games, niggas worth like a fucking $100 and shit are doing it better than Bethesda. They're worth 7.5 billion. What was that? Okay. I thought I hit my piano keyboard, but come on, bro.
But it is not
7.5 billion. There should be no excuse for nigga. You got funds in this bitch. What are you doing?
Where they have re-released that game so many times and it has sold over 60 million copies now. The whole, but it's a Bethesda game excuse is, you guessed it,
shit from a butt.
Fallout 4 was when I could no longer stay blind to
what do you mean?
Strong
especially for fucking Skyrim. How do you have an update like every like 2 years, a fucking update, a big ass update, and you don't iron out all the jank still? How? They just keep it there. Shit's insane.
To leave the caveman Stone Age prehistoric.
Bethesda Lutheran School? Is that a real place? What is that? Bethesda Lutheran School. What? Is that a real place? Yo. It's like a church? Okay.
Creation
that's so random.
Everything.
You still had to edit an INI file to change the FOV or turn off mouse acceleration. The physics were still tied to the frame rate. The load times could still go on for an eternity.
But it's so archaic.
Guns function like kind of.
That's a perfect word for Bethesda game design. That shit is archaic as shit. It does not work in 2023, bro. It does not work. It will never work.
Time, which should be the bare minimum for a first-person shooter in 2015. Meanwhile, Halo's 14 getting ready for her winter
we got Halo in that bitch.
For a shooter,
we got
like
COD in that bitch.
Or throwing
and you got
grenades
Fallout 4.
Super unresponsive and wonky, like the game was constantly fighting you on every delayed input. And again, 2015.
Like I feel like the reason that the combat was pretty trash from Fallout 4 is because like they built it up as an RPG instead of a fucking shooting game. I think that's where they go wrong with any of the shooting games. I feel like with melee combat, warlocks and shit, casting spells at niggas and shit, that's just gonna be way easier to code than actual good gunplay. Like you need actual experience in making good gunplay to make that shit work. But I don't think that they had that philosophy of making good gunplay. They had the philosophy of making a good RPG and then putting gunplay around it instead of building around the gunplay first. That's why I think that shit is trash.
Like a long time ago. But man, I still played the shit out of this game, and it
had good it had good perk elements. I like the weapon modding and all that shit. I hate that I have to download mods and shit to make this shit playable though. Like, come on, man. It should be pretty good from base.
Where Fallout New Vegas went left toward old school traditional Fallout games, Fallout 4 was like, all right, so it's kind of like janky Minecraft but with guns, which turns out is actually pretty fun. The gameplay loop of exploring a detailed Bethesda world filled with cool stuff, getting loot and supplies from fighting baddies and using those supplies to upgrade
most
your
of the
gun.
Reason Fallout 4 got hate is because of the gunplay.
Working on
like the worlds and like the little system that they had inside this game was pretty good.
With the
like, it wasn't bad at all.
That also has to be fixed with mods.
I got clips back on my Xbox playing this shit. I was playing this shit, bro.
My critic brain is like, yeah, this game has a lot of flaws and the dialogue system really sucks. And
yeah, like I tried playing it again on Steam. That shit was not fun. Like I see mods of the game though. Like the mods are actually pretty good. Like it makes the gunplay actually good. Animation's good. Balances a lot of shit. Takes out a lot of jank. But I don't know why Bethesda, a $7.5 billion company, needs other niggas in their mom's basement coding this shit to make this shit playable. Why is that the case? Why?
Sucks, and the role-playing options are basically non-existent. And the main story makes like zero sense if you stop and think about it, because if someone was searching for their kidnapped baby son, why would they stop and help a bunch of other families first and eat 100 rad roaches? But
yeah, I did think that the fucking story of Fallout 4 was kind of, like, I'm chasing a nigga named Kellogg Frosted Flakes or some shit, right? Like, Kellogg. What's his name? I'm kind of rusty with this shit. Kellogg, Fallout 4. Yeah, like, I'm chasing the fucking Frosted Flakes maker. The fuck is this shit?
That's the brain is like, ooh, boy, I better scrounge up some more of these
trash house premise.
Even with all its jank, and there is a lot of jank in Fallout 4.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Area downtown just straight up doesn't run well at all.
I hate jank.
For what it was, I had fun with Fallout 4. But what it was unfortunately a very crystal clear sign that Bethesda was falling behind the times harder than ever before. Also,
archaic. That's the key word for today. Archaic.
Walked home from school.
This shit is not keeping up with the times.
Got out early because of 9/11. I don't
like
know
I said,
why I'm talking about that right
any
now.
of these Bethesda games would have popped off in I'll say like 2015, not 2015, like 2011, 2010. But after like 2015, come on, bro, that's when it started falling off. And you can see it in the fucking sales and in the player counts. That shit started falling off. Niggas are still stuck in 2015 with not 2015, 2011 with Skyrim. And I feel like that's because of nostalgia.
Say I was shocked when Fallout 76 turned out to be shit from a butt, but dude, I wasn't shocked at all.
Not trying to be on some cool guy shit, but the second I
feel like Bethesda is expecting niggas to rate their games with a 2011 type of lens when we're in 2023. That's the best way I can explain how they expect us to consume their games. But no, nigga, it's not 2011 anymore. It's 2023. Give it the fucking times, bro.
And how it was gonna run on the same janky ass engine that barely manages to work as a single player game, and now it's gonna be multiplayer online, like www.com type online. Yeah, Todd, and I'll be a monkey's uncle. Oh, my sweet bimbo, you have returned. You all know this story. Game comes out, one of the worst launches ever. Bug terrarium is like 16 times the detail. Bethesda gets super scummy about refunds.
I remember niggas being hyped in my high school class in freshman year for Fallout 76. I was like, wait, what? Why? What? And then like I heard little stories of them like having fun inside the game and like how? Like maybe my brain was more advanced than these niggas in freshman year, but come on, bro. How are you having fun with Fallout 76? How? I don't get it, man.
Super scummy about pushing these overly priced microtransactions. Also cheaps out on the canvas bag.
Don't
that's
understand.
Supposed to be included in the collector's
Terrible
edition.
launch.
It was
laggy.
awful. Fallout 76 is like the poster child for taking advantage of a devout fan base and releasing a clearly unfinished, faulty product.
Disgusting
I see a lot of
practice.
people online chalk
It's disgusting,
up
man.
76's failure too. Well, it wasn't Todd and his main team that...
And this man, Todd Howard, come on, bro. He's evil as shit. Let's keep it a buck. He makes every game that he makes it sound like it's the best shit ever, and we eat it up like crazy, like fucking pasta. It don't make sense. He knows how gullible gamers are, bruh, and he still takes advantage of us. He says this is gonna be groundbreaking technology inside our game. The world's gonna be open and vast, and we can explore every ounce of it. Like, no, nigga, we can't do any of that when the actual game drops. You're fucking lying to us. It's just terrible. It's a terrible practice, man.
Game. It was there was their B team, Bethesda.
And he keeps getting away with it.
I'm pretty sure that's not.
No one presses Todd. No one. He's untouchable. No one can say shit to this nigga. But we should.
Full story. According to several anonymous devs that worked on 76, as quoted in this Kotaku article that you should check out, people from multiple Bethesda studios worked on this game. Senior staff from Fallout 4's team, staff taken away from the Starfield team, staff taken away from the Redfall team at Arcane, which, Jesus Christ, that's a whole thing on its own.
Redfall?
Jiminy Cricket.
No wonder Starfield was trash.
76, as described.
76 was trash. What the fuck?
Like a massive live service
Redfall.
black hole that no
Disgusting.
one wanted to touch. Because the writing was all over the bug-covered walls that it was never going to end well. But
Jesus.
in typical AAA games,
How do you call that
over
fun?
the bug-covered
Look at that
walls
fucking
it
building
was never
clipping.
going to end well. But in typical AAA game
Oh, it's just
fashion,
jank.
QA teams get
It's just jank, guys. It's just jank. It's just about that's the game. Like, come on, it's jank. Accept it. Like, no, bro. No, I'm not accepting that shit anymore, bro. I have standards for myself. I have standards.
Raised and continue to force everyone to crunch toward this deadline they knew they were never gonna make. And yeah, Todd Howard may have not directed 76, but he's still listed as executive producer. And he's the one that went on the big stage and was like, "This is the biggest fucking game we've ever made."
That's what I'm saying. He be really lying to our faces, my nigga. Just lying. And people are like, whoa! Let's go! Whoa! Gullible as fuck, bro.
16 times awesome, you're all gonna nut. Yo, run that John Denver joint! And the pre-orders
lying.
go crazy, and everyone's hyped out of their minds, and then it comes out.
Like, his
and
persuasion
it's a
stat is on timing. He maxed that shit out from birth. That nigga can really talk for real. Like, he can really talk and get y'all niggas excited, bro. Every fucking time.
And suddenly
Flawless
now
persuasion
Todd is
stat.
all,
It's insane.
We knew it wasn't gonna be like a high Metacritic score game, but
He has the craziest poker face
you know
in
what?
gaming.
It sold really well. It's
In
not
game
about
dev
how
history,
it
bro.
starts, it's about what it becomes.
Look at his face, like, he knows.
Yo, run
Damn,
that
this shit's bugged. He knows that shit, but he keeps it all inside, bro.
John Denver joint.
Swear to God, bro. Swear to God.
According to that same article, Todd
Most of the Bethesda game designers wanted the game to launch without NPCs. Why would they make that decision?
that it was
What?
an insane choice for Bethesda. You know, the studio most closely associated with NPCs. But
It's
also,
like taking your heart out and saying, okay, launch the game. Like, what? What? It doesn't make sense.
maybe Todd isn't
Why make
the
that
main
decision?
bad guy responsible.
Are you
know?
stupid?
Maybe he was just under a lot of pressure from big money investors at parent companies.
No, he was
ZeniMax
drunk.
To make a live service cash cow that
That
would
man was
exploit
smoking
fans
crack or
and
something.
inevitably
What
make
type
a
of
ton
decision is
money.
that?
I don't know all the details, but there's enough breadcrumbs to make it insane to me that someone along the food chain with authority, whether Todd or otherwise, didn't stop and adamantly scream,
Hey, let's maybe delay this game permanently.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Regardless of whose fault 76 was, the damage was done.
They sold. Wait, no way that video is related to Fallout 76. If that is, no way.
Pressure was off. Regardless of
Nah.
whose fault 76 was, the damage was done.
Like,
and
Todd,
pressure was
look
on.
what you done to
After
these
an
niggas.
underwhelming and outdated Fallout 4 and an underbaked and severely malnourished Fallout 76, Bethesda really needed to reach for the Skyrim once again and dunk another classic into our laps. But Todd,
And they didn't.
he don't play basketball.
he plays chess.
Okay, elaborate what that means. What does that reference mean? That metaphor?
I was the kid. I was writing games when I was, 12, whatever. And the other kids in the block would say,
This
I'm
is
gonna play
ass.
quarterback for the Cowboys. And I'd be like, I'm gonna make video games and everyone's gonna play them. Like, you dork. Go back to the chess club. Who's laughing now?
What the fuck?
Yes, I was in the chess club.
Trash ass childhood. That shit was trash. The fuck? He's got bullied. That's all he
Yes,
said
I
right
was in
there.
the
He
chess
got
club.
bullied. His persuasion set, like the way that he words sentences and shit, like it makes it seem like he didn't get bullied right there. It made it seem different.
Not to like
What the fuck?
Todd Howard. He has this Michael Scott type charisma that's
That's what I'm saying.
weirdly
See,
hard
he
to-
knows. He has that charisma. Like he has that persuasion stat on lock from birth. But like he can really talk like that. He can really talk for real.
resist.
It's hard
And
not
I
to like
find
this
his
nigga.
story of
And like what he
repeatedly
says.
applying to
It's really
Bethesda
hard not
only
to, bruh.
be rejected over and over really inspiring.
Because once he got his leather jacket ass wearing through that door, he would direct Morrowind, executive produce Oblivion, direct both Fallout 3 and Skyrim. Love him or hate him, the man's resume speaks for itself. And good God, would you look at that jacket. For being considered AAA, Bethesda is not a very big studio. Around 100 people made Skyrim, and they currently only employ like
Really?
420 people.
Only 100? Nigga, I thought it was like thousands. That's insane. Hold up, bruh. 100 people, that's it?
Across all of their studios. For comparison, at least
420?
1,000 people worked on GTA 5 before its release, and 6,000
Yo.
different people have worked on it since, which is crazy to me considering how slow GTA Online still is.
Fuck. That laugh was insane.
On the
What
one
fuck?
hand, I think it's really impressive that Bethesda is much smaller than other big name studios because it means they must have some really powerful paladins over there casting some serious
Paladins.
buffs.
But also, when you're making that AAA money,
No,
in your
I
game,
feel like they should hire more paladins then. Why keep it at that low ass number if, like, you know that there's niggas talented out there that can help your game come along better? Like, I feel like that breeds from, like, stubbornness, to be honest. They could easily have, like, 1,000 paladins in that bitch, but they don't. That's weird to me.
these continue to come out janky as shit.
Maybe hire some more fucking people to make your
That's
games
what I'm saying.
actually function
Hey, this is not
properly when you
pre-watched.
Sell them for $70.
This is just common sense
One
thinking.
source from that same
Why not
article
hire
said-
more people and make the fucking chance that it's fucking janky non-existent? Do that shit. 420 niggas, that's hard, bruh. Like, come on, man.
Bethesda is a big company.
No
that
wonder
thinks
it has
it's a
Jake in
small
it.
company with a mentality of, well, this worked in the 90s, so we're just gonna keep doing it.
Shit is
I mean,
archaic as shit. What? Nah. That's a terrible quote to say. That's terrible. Well, this worked in the 90s, so we're just gonna keep doing it. That's terrible, bruh. Are you serious, Todd? No way that you said that shit, right? No way.
with a mentality.
That can't be your
of,
fucking
well,
slogan, right?
This worked in the 90s, so we're just gonna keep doing it. I mean, yeah, after playing Starfield, that's definitely what it feels like.
They're
Boy,
selling,
I'll tell you
bro.
what, I booted that son bitch up. It was
They're
like-
selling on
It's like
purpose.
seeing an X for the first time in 8 years. A poorly optimized
Jesus
X who struggles
Christ.
to have human-like facial expressions. Starfield isn't even just Skyrim again, but in space, which was always Todd's elevator pitch. No, it would be such an improvement if it was. But no, this is not a Bethesda game based on the definition the dumbass by the piano gave earlier. That signature Bethesda open world exploration and sense of scale and freedom and that feeling of, ooh, there's something interesting around every corner.
Gone.
But Jarbo, there's like 1,000 planets. How can it get any more open world than that? Yeah, and you want to know what you
mean,
do on 9?
I heard that the fucking planets, right? Okay, say you're on fucking Mars. You spawn on Mars. Boom. Procedurally generates that shit. You walk into a dungeon. Ooh, wait, hold up. This dungeon's kind of cool. Oh my god, what the fuck? You see like one enemy type, another enemy type. Okay, this is cool. Then you leave Mars. Now you're in space. You're on your fucking spaceship. Ooh, I see planet 16B. You land on that shit. It procedurally generates. And guess what happens? You see the same goddamn dungeon, the same goddamn enemy, the same weapons dropping. And then you start realizing, wait, hold up. Of course it couldn't be a new fucking area. It has to be the same shit because there's only 100 niggas making it. And then you realize, damn, this shit is kind of trash. What the fuck? They sacrificed actually good level design for this procedurally generated trash. And that's Starfield in a nutshell right there. There you go.
99% of those 1,000 planets.
This, you walk and walk and walk and sprint and jump and jetpack jump
Yeah.
and get really good at
Wait,
watching your
whoa. No way that
sprint
planet exists. What is that planet? That's
Walk.
actually ass. Hold up.
and walk
Nah.
and walk and
Yeah.
sprint.
Nigga, I can make that. B. I can make that in middle school. Like, bro, I was on Unity making levels and shit. I can make something like that. No way this is a real planet, right? Like, no way. Yo.
And jump.
Yo. There's nothing there. Nothing. Oh my god, that's terrible, man.
Jetpack jump and get really good at watching your O2 sprint meter go up and down and up and down. There is no rover to drive. There is no ship to fly. You just walk and walk and walk until you get.
Yeah. Like, I feel like from the jump, they shouldn't have made multiple planets. And by multiple, I mean, like, unlimited planets, basically. Like, they shouldn't have made it like that. They should have made it to where there's, like, maybe 2 or 3 good planets that you can actually travel to. It's, like 3 different worlds. Really fleshed out worlds. Instead of making, like, multiple fucking little small planets that don't mean shit and you're not gonna go back to. Just make, like, 3 memorable planets. That's it. That's all you fucking need, really. Yeah, they kind of sold the bag with that shit.
To the most copy-pasted structure
That would have been way better than this shit.
that you
That's
have
all I'm
already
saying.
seen a bunch
3
of
good
times.
planets instead of like
Starfield is the
a million
exploration
trash ass
equivalent
planets. What the
of
fuck?
Holding the player 2 controller that isn't actually plugged in. It is the illusion of planetary exploration duct taped together by 1,000 loading screens and a strong
Yeah.
desire to waste.
No Man's
so
Sky
much
did it
of-
way better, bruh. It did it way better, bruh. They sold with this shit. They sold.
time.
Let's talk about fast travel. Can
What?
you say
No more fucking ads.
2023?
Oh wait, okay, wait, hold on, okay. I thought it was a fucking ad. Okay.
Before? Loading screen. Loading screen. Loading screen before fast travel?
Hell yeah.
After fast
We like
travel.
that shit?
Loading
Yeah.
screen. Fast
Loading screens,
traveling
nigga.
to complete a quest. Fast traveling to start a quest. That's so silly. Loading screen.
Hell yeah.
Peekaboo, loading screen. Can you say fast travel? Wasting your time? No, wasting my time?
Yeah.
2023? Bethesda released this in 2023. Oh no! Can you say leather jacket?
In other Bethesda games,
That nigga
you
Todd
wanted
sold
to walk
the-
to your
Starfield.
destinations because
Fucking
fast
sold.
traveling meant you might miss out on some neat dungeon or cool, unique structure or wacky enemy along the way.
Not only is fast travel
Yeah. That's another thing. Like fast travel. If a game makes you want to fast travel, this level is trash. That's all I gotta say. It's trash. You shouldn't want to fast travel in any game. You should want to experience the world for what it is. You shouldn't want to fast travel. Unless like you're like speed running, you're trying to actually get somewhere. But if you're just playing the game normally, just walking, like you should want to walk, bro. You should want to ride on that horse. I'm riding. Oh my god, I see a fucking big ass troll over there. Oh my god, ooh, a fucking statue. Let me go inside that statue. Like you shouldn't want to fucking fast travel to all that shit. That doesn't make sense. That's all I gotta say.
travel highly recommended whenever possible in Starfield, but it is straight up required.
You cannot fly your ship.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a
from
fucking
planet
requirement. That's insane, Todd. Todd, come on. Like, come on, Todd Howard. Come on,
to
man.
planet or even on a single planet. You can enter your ship with a nice loading screen and then sit in your pilot's chair with a nice unskippable
That's
animation,
terrible,
and then
man.
take off with another nice loading screen and then pick your destination from space and fast travel there with another loading
Why
screen.
would they
and then
think
click on
that
the
they
plane.
want all these cutscenes and shit? Like, it should be the cleanest, just seamless ship entering shit. It shouldn't be okay. I hit E to interact and then I cutscene to my ship. It should be I just walk inside the ship and start driving it. It should be that simple. Like, come on, Todd Howard, come on, bro.
planet to land with another loading screen. Or if your destination is in space, do another unskippable animation to dock your ship
That's
followed by
that's
another
terrible.
immediate loading screen. But
Like, I should
hopefully-
be able to dock my ship seamlessly. There should be no fucking cutscenes in 2023. Come on, bro. What's up with this shit? What's up?
already discovered the specific location you want to go to, you can just fast travel straight there. The second I realized I was avoiding my ship whenever possible,
That's terrible. I feel bad for this nigga. I feel bad for y'all niggas. I feel bad. How's a game named Starfield and I don't want to be in the stars? I want to stay planted on the ground. I don't want to be flying my ship or anything. Starfield. Terrible, man. Holy shit. That mute my
Racing game.
Okay.
It was over. The most heartbreaking part is that the ship builder is fucking amazing. It's like virtual Legos. It is by far the best new thing Bethesda
I bet like
did
half their
with
budget
game.
went into
But
this
where
fucking shipbuilding
you
shit.
get to fly your ship that you just lovingly spent 3 hours making in orbit. Yay!
And orbit is crazy. Nah. No way you can't like fly among the planets in the solar system. No way you can't do that, right? It's called Starfield, right? Like, we're in the stars and shit. We're going through like asteroid belts and shit. It shouldn't be in orbit of the fucking planet that you're orbiting. It shouldn't be inside orbit. No way. No, he's lying, right? Like, he's lying.
If you want to see your magnificent creation actually move around and fast travel on up to space and float around fighting bad guys and running away from cops with the awful bounty system, which I will get to later.
So you're just stuck inside the orbit of the planet? No fucking way.
Too much time talking about that
You're
later.
tripping.
What's really weird is that between the different elements you can mine on planets and the different things you can prioritize within the shipbuilder, there's enough breadcrumbs here to assume
Who wants to mine
shit?
shit? That's so annoying.
Probably more of a survival
RPG?
type space
No.
game, meaning that landing on a planet maybe served more of a purpose than just sort of wandering around aimlessly. Maybe the temperature changes in extreme conditions actually mattered more than they currently do, which is like, not really at all. The shipbuilder even has options to upgrade the fuel tanks or a grav drive so that you can jump further into a system. But if you don't upgrade those things, that's fine too. You'll just have to fast travel to a closer system first, and then fast travel to the one you actually want to go to.
So you really can't fly in between planets? Are you serious? Are you serious? That's terrible, man. Come on, man. How can an indie game studio who made No Man's Sky have that, and y'all niggas can't make it? 7.5 billion.
Creating that stuff in your ship just saves you from seeing two loading screens, and now you only see one. How is this game real?
Starfield has 1,000 planets, and I wish it had like 5.
Yeah, not
That's
every
what I'm saying.
planet.
See, great minds think alike, bro. They should have made like 3 or 5 good planets. Just 5 good ones. That's all. And like maybe like have us fly among the around the solar system inside that. I would have accepted that if it was all seamless and shit. We did not need 1,000 planets that have procedurally generated levels and shit. We didn't need that. Because they obviously can't do that. They can't execute that correctly. Why do that? Work to your strengths, man. Like, come on.
Planet in real life space would have a bunch of cool stuff on it either.
Yeah, duh. But that's not my point.
My point is that this is not really a good illusion of anything
Shit's not
other
fun.
than the unfortunate
Nigga, I'm just running in the
time.
forest. Like,
No Man's
what?
Sky can also have some boring-ass procedurally generated planets. But you know what? At least you can actually fly to them. Playing Starfield is like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat, but every time he's about to do it, he's like, no, you gotta close your eyes while I do it though. But what about I'm not a Best Buy Geek Squad looking ass. Don't say I am. Starfield may have been made with the shiny new creation engine too, but you ain't fooling anyone with that too, Todd. You may have slapped a spoiler on it, but it's...
Hey, man. Hopefully the Starfield hate for Todd Howard, like he really rethinks his whole way of approaching games, bro. I really hope so. Archaic ass mindset. So archaic. Like, we need a new engine for Fallout. I mean, not for Fallout, but like for a Bethesda game, we need a new engine. We need a different approach to making levels, combat, RPG mechanics. We need a different approach to this shit. This shit's not 2011. It's not 2009. It's not 2002. Nigga, it's 2023. Come on, bro. Like, they have the means, they have the money to get a billion niggas to make this shit fantastical, magical. So if they don't do it, they're dumb. They're retarded. That's all I gotta say.
Still a fucking Geo Metro. I'm still editing an INI file.
They have $7.5 billion, bro.
Mouse acceleration.
There's be no excuse anymore. I thought, okay, Bethesda, maybe 100 million. Okay. 7.5 billion. $7.5 billion. Nigga, what are you talking about? These games should be pristine pieces of work. It should be pristine, but it's not.
Make aiming feel better. I'm still clicking on doors and seeing that all too familiar fade out loading screen all the time. Why
That shit is archaic, bro. What the fuck? I should be able to walk in a fucking room without any loading screens. Are you serious? Like, nigga, I should be able to do this shit. Seamlessly. Like that. Just like that. That's it. It should be no, like, click on the door. It is fucking black. And walk in. Like, what the fuck is that shit? That's terrible. Are you serious? Like, come on.
We did. It's running great. It is
Fuck
a
this awkward
next-gen
ass.
PC game.
What?
We really do push the technology, so you may need to upgrade your PC for this game, but it's got a lot of great stuff going on.
What do you mean
and the
upgrade my
fans are
PC?
responding awesome.
You're tripping.
Alright, Todd, I upgraded my PC. But I still can't turn on HDR or even mess with the brightness settings, even though the Xbox version already has HDR. And to get a decent frame rate, I have to
Unoptimize that shit.
But I have an Nvidia card and you only have FSR supported with no DLSS. Oh, someone already modded DLSS into the game within like a couple days. Oh, programmers are making comprehensive breakdowns on Reddit detailing just how poorly optimized the game is.
Damn!
Todd said it's optimized, and it's probably optimized. I believe him. I will follow my notable brother into
Todd
the
is
pearly gates of
is the best liar in game dev history. I'm telling you, bro. He will lie to your face and you will fucking believe it every fucking time. Watch, I bet with Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be the same shit. Niggas are not gonna be on his dick. They're gonna be like glazing him again, glazing. They're gonna be glazing this nigga. Watch. They're gonna forget Starfield even happened and just say Elder Scrolls 6 is about to be the best shit ever. Oh my god. Oh, Todd Howard. Oh my god. I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6. And they're gonna say, okay, well, they want this archaic ass game development that we've been doing for fucking 20 years. Let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
sovereign God and finally graze my hand upon that holy leather.
Breaking news, as of November 15th, Bethesda is finally patching Starfield, adding an FOV slider, poorly implemented HDR.
Okay, they said November 15th. Let's see when Starfield actually drops. Let's see when that shit actually dropped. September 6th. All right, calendar. September, October, November. So it took 2 months. To upgrade your fucking optimization of your game.
Much needed DLSS support.
Update, not upgrade, update. Are you serious? 2 years. 7.5 billion. That's what I gotta say.
Along with clear massive performance gains for both CPU and GPU areas, it's almost as if the game did in fact launch very unoptimized.
Hell
the
yeah.
timing couldn't be better, 2 months after everyone already stopped playing it.
This game hurts my stupid giant head. I can't understand it. I can't seem to do anything right after experiencing
This is blasphemous, man.
so-called
That's all I gotta say.
game.
It's
Oh
blasphemous.
my god, I didn't even bring that up yet. God damn it.
In Starfield, you can build settlements, and you have more freedom than ever with the builder. But
Was this
not
system even fucking good? Was it actually good? Let's see.
a whole lot of
'Cause I never seen, like, every playthrough I watched, I didn't see them using this shit at all. Let's see if this shit's actually good or not.
motivators to
I never
interact
saw
with
anyone
it
using
other
it.
than harvesting resources from a planet largely void of life. Add that to the super confusing structure of actually trying to connect your settlements across star systems and all the
Okay.
fast travel screens in between and your
Yeah.
ship cargo and your inventory and getting over encumbered and ugh. In Fallout 4 it wasn't fun because the builder was good. Hell no. It was janky as hell and super frustrating. But it was fun because you were bringing life back into the apocalypse and
Yeah.
building off of really cool
You know, I'm not gonna
existing
lie, I was going crazy in Fallout 4. I was making crazy ass bases, bruh. I was making crazy ass bases. Like, I felt a sense of pride when I made that shit. But apparently Starfield is kind of hard to make
so
it.
that the
I don't
dumbass
know.
settlers can take back the land. But all of that was powered by the initial core desire of actually wanting to go out and explore
Yeah.
and shoot stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. You shoot guns in this game. Starfield also has guns.
Chapter 3, Dead Men Tell all tales to literally
Starfield
everyone.
has perks
Okay.
just like Fallout 4. And one of those perks is called Rapid Reload, and it does exactly what you think it would do.
Okay.
It makes your reloads faster.
At least that's what it should do. I'm a gamer. I like going fast. F it, throw it on, Todd. Send me the bill. It's on the house.
Days later, I'm playing the game and I throw my last grenade.
Yeah.
I reload my gun.
Okay.
And it's way faster than usual. What's going on here?
All right,
Come
that's
to find
good.
out, that perk hasn't worked the entire time I've had it, because evidently, if I have any sort of throwable equipped Rapid Reload, just doesn't work. I thought maybe I was
that's
alone,
terrible.
but nope. I looked it up, and apparently it's a common bug that, at least as of November 15th, still persists. Also,
Wow.
you know that text that appears at the top
Wow,
of the
Todd,
screen
wow.
of Bethesda games when you're doing stealth that says hidden? Not only does this 2023 game use the same bare-bones stealth mechanics that are like 20 years old at this point,
Jesus
seeing
Christ.
that text up top, that's a perk now. And you can spend another whole app.
That shouldn't be a perk, bro. That should be like out the box. I can see if I'm hidden or not. What the fuck? Rank 1 as a stealth meter. What? Okay, like,
Last perk point.
hey, if y'all don't see what's wrong with that, you're I don't know.
And I quote, to upgrade the stealth meter.
That's
which
weird, man.
Just shows you if you're being close to being detected, which is basically exactly what the eye
Nigga.
reticle thing already did in Skyrim.
Well, this is way better and worth spending the point, trust me.
The gunplay in Starfield
What?
is an improvement over Fallout 4, but that's like saying a bicycle is an improvement over a Razor scooter. It's still not
Okay.
an AK-47. The guns
Yeah.
generally work a bit better with less delay. You're a bit more agile. You have a jetpack, which sometimes that can be fun. But as a shooter, in 2023, this game is still getting
We gotta wait like 2 years for good mods again to make the gunplay fun. Bethesda. Jesus Christ, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
slapped by games from 2012.
That's disappointing,
Hell,
man.
Games from 2007. 2004. I'm serious. Sit down, play Starfield for an hour, and then go boot up Far Cry 3 or BioShock or Call of Duty 4 or any
Jesus,
game in the
look how
Orange
smooth that
Box
gunplay
3
is. Look at
or
that shit.
BioShock or Call of Duty 4
Look at COD, it's so
or
clean.
any game in the Orange Box, and then go back to Starfield and tell me how it feels. Especially on controller, it just feels wrong.
I can't even imagine that on controller. That's like deplorable. That's terrible. Holy shit. At least with a mouse, you can actually control where you're trying to aim, but if a controller is kind of fucking pointless. Terrible.
Shooting was barely serviceable only because of everything that surrounded it. It worked good enough because you got to explore a cool map. And
Yeah, no,
frequently-
Vast was the what's the word for it? What's the fucking word? Vast in Fallout 4, Fallout 3. I think it was in Fallout New Vegas, right? That shit was the best advancement in fucking controller shooting history for single player games. That made it so to where you don't really have to aim with your controller. You can actually just have fun killing enemies. Because the fucking controller aiming is terrible. Yeah, Vast was the saving grace of fucking FPS
fight cool
for
varied
Fallout
enemies
games.
using VATS. In Starfield, the cool map
Yeah.
is gone. The enemies are sometimes varied, but it is
Yeah, you can't do VATS in this shit. It's terrible. It's gonna be terrible off rip. I'm telling you, bro.
space pirates
For controllers.
that will just stand there and let you shoot them. And VATS doesn't exist anymore, so the act of shooting someone needed to feel really, really good.
That's what I'm saying.
Throwing
Like,
the-
if you're taking all VATS, the only saving grace for your fucking gun mechanics and shit, you better make that gunplay good as fuck. But obviously, Todd Howard he sold the bag again.
Still clunky melee
Like
combat,
usual.
a super unintuitive UI of menus inside of menus, and the D-pad weapon swapping from Fallout 4 because apparently having a weapon wheel might make the creation engine explode, and what you have is a worse version of something that you have already played.
8 years ago. All right, so what about quests? Bethesda has always been so
Yeah, I always had that in the
strong
back of my mind. Like, okay, it's a shooting game. It's gonna feel like Fallout off rip because they're not gonna innovate their shooting mechanics. Like, I had that in the back of my mind the entire time Starfield was releasing, bro. I already felt that shit. Like, it's gonna be the same old shit that was in Fallout 4, Fallout 76. They're not really gonna innovate this shit, bro. And then me seeing the gameplay trailers confirmed it, bro.
associated with NPCs and quests.
I said,
Here's
okay.
an example of the most common
It's gonna be the
basic
same
ass
shit.
type of quest in Skyrim. Hey, can you go to this dungeon and kill a bad guy? All right, sounds good. You know what? I'm even just gonna walk over there because it's not that far. Whoa, what's this?
Oh, a dragon.
Is
Whoa.
this economy? Well, I mean, I'm here. I may as well ladder stall tomahawk the dragon real quick.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's done. What was I doing? Oh, right, the dungeon. Oh, well, hold on a second. There's a cave right here.
I like caves.
I mean, I'm here.
20 minutes later.
All right, that was a pretty cool cave, and I feel like I got some cool shit out of that. Anyways, dungeon. All right, let me just stealth archer these freaks real quick, get some loot. Okay, I'm done. That was a pretty enjoyable.
Okay, hopefully Starfield actually had an interesting world. You know what I'm saying? Like at least like 2 interesting planets to where it actually distracted you from the main quest. Cause that shit was the beauty of Skyrim games. That shit was the beauty of it. I was doing a main quest, and then I get distracted from another side quest. Side quests should be actually interesting. So if they're not,
fun
Jesus.
hour of gameplay I just got.
Holy
to
shit.
experience. Here's an example of the most common basic ass type of quest in Starfield.
All right, let's see.
We lost our scientist friends. Can you go find him? We don't know where he is because we don't have any walkie-talkies or email or texting or cell phones in this.
Okay,
in this
decent
planet,
premise, decent.
in this world. Yeah, sure, I guess. All
Okay.
right. Damn. He's kind of out there. Whatever. I'm sure some cool stuff will happen along the way.
right?
5 minutes later.
Hell
I
nah.
sure am getting pretty
That's
good at.
that's terrible. Nothing. No interactions between quest. Walking to a quest marker. None. Just straight walking. Are you serious? Jesus Christ, man.
Sprinting and jetpacking and I bet
That's
this cave
monotonous,
will have
bruh.
like a cool monster in it or something once I get there. Oh, it's literally just you. And now I have to take you back with
my
me?
God.
Well, okay. Apparently I can just fast travel back, but I don't
Yeah.
take you with me. So I just went to tell you that your friends are looking for you, and now you're finding your own way back and going back. So why the hell did I even need to come find you in the first place?
What the hell even is this game, dude?
I shit you not.
Hey, that sucks, man. That shit actually sucks.
And even if it is an Operation Go Rescue,
You cannot make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. This shit sucks, man.
baby scientist, it is something similarly mindless and uninspired. A lot of quests in Starfield just play out as a game of fast travel telephone, where you talk to one person and they're like, hey, go tell this person in another
This shit is
galaxy
for
that
sure
I
a wake
said."
up call. If Fallout 76 wasn't a wake up call, this is a wake up call. Like, my phone is ringing. Todd, wake up, nigga. It's a wake up call, man.
This. And you're like, okay, and you go through several fast travel loading screens and land at a place and go through another loading screen and then walk through a city and get to another place and talk to them. And then you finally talk to the person and they're like, well, tell them that I said this. And so you
What the
do all of
fuck?
that again, and you go through all the fast travel loading
Nah.
screens and the loading screens and the entering building loading screens, and you're like, all right, well, they said this. And it's like, is this what we're doing now? Like, if I'm like
Oh
8
my
years
God.
old and you told me, like, take all the graphics and stuff away, that like, hey, this is what video games are gonna be like, I'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd be
And
mortified.
This game is not a super in-depth choice, complex, branching narrative, rich dialogue, CRPG. Like, I don't expect that from Bethesda, and that's fine. I
Hey,
never
man.
have.
There's
But
a
if
reason
you're-
Baldur's Gate 3 got Game of the fucking Year. There's a reason why that shit happened, bro. Because this shit was on track to that shit, right? It was on track. Everyone was hyped as fuck. People were saying, this is about to be Game of the Year. Oh my God, bro. And then it releases and they play it, and that's just ass. No good RPG elements. Terrible gunplay. Terrible world building. Terrible level design. No good planets to explore. Terrible quests. Like, what the fuck? Jesus.
Not that. And you're also not successfully doing the thing that largely defines your games, aka satisfying and rewarding open world exploration, then what the hell even are you? Like, I don't know what genre I would even call this game. Oh no, I'm being... Hold up, we're here to collect on a bounty. Oh man, we're gonna talk about the bounty in a bit. That's really funny timing. All right, well, Sorry, gaming. Before the game came out, Phil Spencer, Xbox guy, said something along the lines of, I don't remember exactly, but it was like, I played it so many hours, whatever. I'm going full space pirate.
It's because I love game systems that let you
Holy
fuck around
shit.
and find out.
I'm sure some of you remember how I obsessed over the wanted bounty system in Red Dead 2 because I just love pushing things and trying to understand how they mechanically work. Things and trying to understand how they mechanically work.
Why did mute like that? Wait, what? Huh? Hello?
Pirate fleet.
Okay.
Style.
That nigga sold, like, whoever edited this video needs to be fired, bro. What the fuck was that?
Space
Hell
pirate
no.
fleet departed
You're
style.
tripping.
You fucking rat.
What?
A high bounty, but I noticed that a lot of the named NPCs
What's happening?
wouldn't actually die when I shot them, which was a bit concerning, but I just kept on fighting. And eventually I fought my way all the way into...
Someone in the comments commenting this? Like, what?
Okay. The cockpit, and there was a second realm. Oh shit, am I about to hijack this police ship and get the fuck out of here? Nope. Can't fly this ship. And before people go in the comments and say, oh, it's because you got to upgrade your pilot license thing. Nope. You still can't fly it. You can't fly this ship or a whole lot of other ships for that matter.
That's
no
terrible.
matter what. Just like you can't kill a lot of NPCs, no matter what, because Bethesda wants you to do space their way.
This ship, ship,
Jesus Christ,
isn't
man.
exclusive to just that quest either.
If you've played the game, you know that a lot of the times when you land on a planet, another
Meanwhile,
ship
in Baldur's
will
Gate 3, you can kill anything, from what I heard. You can kill anyone, and it creates a different path for your character. But this shit, you can't. Okay, it's fucking planned. Why is it planned, man? It's a fucking sandbox.
Land around
What the fuck?
Same time, and you can see them and run over there and fight them. And you would assume, I just killed all these pirates. All right, logical next step, loot the ship.
Yeah.
Take the ship. But a lot of the time, not every time, but a lot of the time, at least for me, it just wouldn't let me. Most of the time, I just saw
That's
the prompts
tough.
and I didn't know why. So that bounty I mentioned during the shootout with the space cops, yeah, it's very easy to quickly rack up a very high bounty in this game. And whenever you travel to a planet that has a major city, they do a forced contraband scan on your ship before you can land.
Do I even like video games anymore?
They also check to see if you have a bounty in that star system.
Nah,
Contraband
man.
can be hidden to help.
If a game is making you question if you like video games, that shit is ass. That shit should be banned from gaming. This shit is gonna be someone's childhood, and they're gonna wake up in a culture like, fuck, that shit was ass. Are other games like this? I hope not. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Help avoid detection on the scan, but it requires having hidden cargo space on your ship.
Why am I here? Why am I doing any of this?
Normal items that you can pickpocket or steal aren't marked as contraband.
This shit is
but they are
making him
marked as
question his
stolen
life.
items that
That's how
have
bad
this
this
little
game
red
is.
icon, but
What the fuck?
contraband items always have this orange icon because it means they're extra illegal.
Help me.
So let's start here. Say you want to be a grimy little space thief, so you're constantly pickpocketing and stealing stuff wherever you go. In typical Bethesda fashion, a lot of the time, if you're sneaking and stealing, you won't get caught stealing. Hope you spent the perk point on the stealth thing, but oops, sometimes you just do get detected, even if no one is around to witness you murder that person except that person, or no one is around to witness you steal that cup except that cup.
That's jank. I guess I should just accept that jank, man. I guess so.
Cup, even though apparently cell phones
I'll get
or
detected
email or fax
even if I
machines
kill a
or
nigga in a
texting
secluded
don't exist
location,
based on the context
isolated
of most of our
location
quest
behind some
objectives.
fucking mountains.
I don't want to
I get detected from miles away by the police station. That's
do
terrible,
this
man.
anymore. Please let me go.
So now you have a bounty in that star system,
Jesus
and then you're
Christ.
like, well, if I already have the bounty, then I guess I'll just keep doing it. And if anyone gets in my way, I'll shoot him because I'm a freak. That's my identity now. I'm a freak. I wasn't born
You're a
this
freak.
way, but I was molded by Todd and his leather. So you're traveling around, stealing stuff from all these planets, trying to have a grand old time, and your bounty is getting pretty stacked. But oh shit, there's a main story mission in a city that you haven't been to yet, in a star system that you have that giant bounty in. You get scanned, the cops are pissed. You can choose to fight them off and grab drive fast travel away, but if you want to ever enter that city, you're gonna have to do something about that bounty. So you warp back, and this time you're like, all right, well, I can't pay the bounty because it's insane, so I guess take me to jail. And when you go to jail in this game, the cops will not only remove every single item from your inventory that was ever stolen, which slowly lists away at the top of the screen one by one, which this is never explained in the game as like some lore accurate space technology that tracks
not my
ownership.
coffee mug.
It's just
Fuck.
magic where a cop 4 planets away knows that you stole this specific pen. But your punishment for jail time is an XP debt. It will never lower your current level, but it will erase any current XP progress that you've made towards leveling up, and potentially even put you into the negative as well if it's high enough.
Which it will be.
This is kind of like how jail time in Oblivion could randomly lower some of your skills. Starfield says, hey, we know we can't actually force the player to sit in a jail cell, but we want there to be some sort of consequence for it being bad. And part of me is like, damn, that's actually kind of interesting and creative, except leveling up takes a long ass time in this game. For example, to level from level 10 to level 11.
Yeah, I feel like that jail system would work well from like level 1 to 10, and then after, like every level after is gonna be fucking monotonous. Trying to get your level back. It's gonna be a fucking headache. Like, I feel like a good game shouldn't have headaches be the core mechanic of gameplay. Like, that's a core mechanic. If you get put in jail, your level's being backed up, my nigga. It's going down. Your XP's going down. It shouldn't be that annoying. It should be like rewarding. Like, okay. Like, hey man, I'm not no game dev, bro, but come on, man. I wouldn't put that system in there in the first place. That's terrible for higher level ass niggas. That's terrible, man.
900 XP, and it
Jesus,
exponentially more.
Holy shit! Like, nigga, it's gonna take 2 years to get that shit back. Come on, man.
Higher you get. So if you have a high bounty, which is not hard to get, you will be in this much debt. Have fun crawling out of that hole, you filthy little pirate bitch.
That's just annoying, man. It's not even fun. It's just a fucking. It's just fucking annoying.
It is barely explained at all, and the only way to realize that you are in XP debt or track it is to look at the status screen.
I understand having some sort of punishment for doing something bad and getting caught. I really do.
But when leveling is this grindy, and the perks you get,
like, man, playing Starfield by itself is just a punishment in itself. Fucking loading screen after loading screen, can't explore planets. I mean, no, you can't explore the fucking space around the planets. You can't even fly. Levels are trash. It's all punishment, and then you're gonna add that on top of it. A little icing on the cake, a little cherry. Boop. Fucking gel. Lose your levels. Terrible.
Up don't actually work, or just straight up aren't worth it. And the game requires you to be scanned in order to land on certain planets, because you can't actually just fucking fly the ship to the planet in this goddamn space game. Being punished this harshly for choosing a playstyle that is supposed to be viable in this so-called
Todd knew niggas were excited to do that, and he just lied and said, like, I don't know what he said, but I feel like he said something to kind of make us seem like we could do that, but not really tell us the truth. I feel like he said something like that. I have a sneaking suspicion that he said something like that, bro. Hey man, it could just be my intuition right here, going at work. My common sense of what he's done in the past.
Starfield
I'm just inferring what he said.
Regardless of whatever year it came out, but unfortunately for Bethesda, 2023 was obscenely stacked with fantastic games in each of those specific genres that Starfield takes turns cosplaying as.
It is an open world exploration game with little to no actual meaningful exploration.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom went crazy.
That is still catching up to games
Remnant 2 went crazy.
High school, and it is a role-playing game with so few meaningful
Baldur's Gate 3 went crazy.
To actually play and relationships to engage with.
I really want to like this game. I am always going to cheer for Todd and Bethesda because they have given me so many amazing, memorable.
They've lied to you though, bruh. I wouldn't like a nigga that lied to me. That's insulting. Like, Todd Howard insults people's intelligence with these lies. It's kind of insane to me.
Experiences for the past 20 years that have largely influenced my love for gaming. I want the next Elder Scrolls game to knock it out of the park. I will always root for anyone trying to make an ambitious video game.
But after seeing what Bethesda has put out over the last decade,
this shit was not ambitious at all, though. This shit was not ambitious. Let's keep it a buck. It was a copy and paste. I feel like ambitious is you do something out of the norm of what you usually do, right? Let me look it up, because maybe I'm wrong. You know, like, maybe I'm wrong, bro. Ambitious. Having or showing a strong desire and determination to succeed. Intended to satisfy high aspirations and therefore difficult to achieve. Okay, I guess Starfield will be ambitious then, because it definitely had high aspirations that it did not achieve. It did not achieve that shit.
Contain these thoughts and
that nigga, like he failed his whole family type shit.
Kind of interesting, or at the very least digestible in a way that sort of made sense, even though I feel like I should be in the psych ward. If you could still see me right now, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. This is actually my off.
All right, that was pretty good. Another Naked Jakey W, very insightful. He basically said in the nicest way possible how trash Starfield is. He gave y'all niggas the benefit of the doubt, bro. I'm pissed at that shit though. Like, damn, bro. Todd, why, man? Why?